Teej, what number are we up to?
Happiness at 15.
Did you write that yourself?
We are here with our good friend Emoji. His name cannot be divulged.
I think that's hilarious if you then don't put the emoji on.
Well, it's about taking a leap of faith.
Yeah. Believing in yourself.
Believing in yourself.
Enough to step out of what's safe.
Yep. So all three of us in this car, we're still full-time employed, but we're all self-employed now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we've left the sort of 9 to 5 rat race.
I do work in a cafe a couple of days a week. Is that cheating?
That's
good.
fun.
That's diversifying your income, which is what we should all do. Dara, what would you consider you? Oh, sorry, Emoji. What would you consider you?
I think we killed the emoji thing.
You kind of already look like an emoji.
What was your question?
What would you consider your sort of position is? Like a struggling artist?
No, director.
Director.
I was fortunate enough to come from a creative direction background.
Yep.
So when I left that and made the choice to direct full time, whether that's corporate work or TV work or film, I was able to pretty much straight out of the box say, that's it, that's what I'm doing, I'm a director.
So you've found a way to work as much as you need, and then any other time you have
work on
you
projects.
can follow passion projects.
Yep, whether it's script writing, planning, test shots, or looking for actors, or shooting shorts.
And how scary was it to make that decision?
Not really, because I was fortunate. I did it as I was approaching my 40th. I'd already done it twice before and had it successfully play out. So I had enough belief to know if you step outside that safety zone, commit 100%, you're pragmatic about it, you know it's going to take... I gave myself 10 years.
Yeah.
So I'm 2 years into the 10-year shift.
And you love it? You love life?
Yeah, it's good. You work a lot more than you ever would if you were in a company, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You never switch off.
Starting to find that.
So you've got to find ways to switch off, find good people to hang out with so that you can just unwind occasionally.
Yeah.
Even if you do end up in lengthy discussions about camera equipment and shooting styles. And yeah. As long as you can do it over a burger and a beer, it's all good.
That's it. You have good self-belief, don't you?
I can't do it.
Crushing self-doubt.
It's absolutely a relief, especially when it's something that you don't feel comfortable doing, which I think a lot of people are in that position of doing something just because they're there.
Yeah.
And it's not comfortable, but for some reason we're like, oh well, I'll just do this for another 3 years and then I'll have the whatever, you know, like.
I don't have to worry about paying the bill.
Yeah, whereas I was kind of in the headspace of, like, I've only got one life. I've almost died a couple of times already in my life. Like, who knows what's going to happen next.
Not joking, by the way.
So it's just a case of, just a case of doing what I want to do with my life now and making it work in a way that means I'm not broke.
Yep.
Like, I don't have to be rich,
But you can just manage yourself.
Yeah, I don't think I'm amazing at managing myself, but that's something I'm learning, and that's, again, similarly to what you were saying about having the right people around you.
Yeah.
Like having people that are driven, who can help you if you're not, or are good at bouncing ideas around with, and yeah.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
So would you... either of you encourage...
How did he get the job of interviewing?
I don't know.
It just feels right.
Yeah.
Behind you, and it's like overbearing.
Well, no, you can add your bit at the end because you're the newest.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're the newest to the
true.
club.
Right.
I just wanted to get your perspective, so maybe
Before
I
you
sound more intelligent.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I like what you said, but yeah.
Would you encourage others to take that leap?
Yes.
You would. Look at this guy.
Yes, but you've got to get your timing right.
Sure.
I think you do have to be at a place where you know what the opportunities are that you are leaving to grasp or to at least fight for. You can't just walk out and go, okay, then I'll figure it out. I think that's
Yeah, I kind of did that. So just before you say anything. Nasty.
Do you think
Just don't ride a wrong way.
I know. No,
From
but
my
that's
personal
I think you're
perspective.
right. I absolutely think you're right.
I think having a little bit of, and you didn't. It's not like you didn't think about it and have some idea of what the outcome would be. And
I wasn't just
how to
like
plan.
fuck this.
No.
Like I'm leaving, and I have no idea what I'm going to do.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So all I'm saying is, from my perspective, there just needs to be enough thought that goes into it to say, right, what else can I get out of this job that's a great opportunity while I'm here, and what would help me prep for when I do make that departure and
Yeah.
go to do my own thing. I think a little bit of prep goes a long way.
consider us three extremely lucky in that we know exactly what we want to do? Do you think there's a big advantage, or that makes it easier knowing with clarity what you enjoy doing and how you can
And the things you find
commercialise
fulfilling.
that?
Yeah, it does. But
It would definitely be an advantage, but I think if you can just move on to something else which you enjoy doing more,
Which inspires you at that point.
even if it's just for another 6 months or
Yep.
whatever, then that's
it's
totally
another
fine as
experience.
well. Yeah.
I'd agree.
Yeah, totally. And I guess the whole model is starting to shift. Like, you don't, because of technology and whatever, you don't need to
It's
be 9
traditional.
to 5 at the office,
Yeah.
clock in, clock out.
Yeah, Victorian era work method.
Yeah,
You turn up 9 to 5, make widgets until you're 60, get your gold watch, and you're off.
Yeah.
exactly.
And the house is paid for, and the kids have been put through college, and
Well, nobody can afford houses anymore.
that's
so
the
don't worry
whole
about it.
model.
Or kids.
The whole model has changed.
Yeah, and like I found that I didn't have enough balance for family. I just bought a dog because now I can work from home.
Congratulations.
Thank you. That was the second part of the happiness hack, is buy a puppy because we were all happy.
Third part of the happiness hack is try to
I
spend
regret
under
it.
$500 on your puppy.
You should be able to work from home and manage the time you want to work,
Yep.
manage the time you want to spend with loved ones.
They've done so many studies on the fact that they get more out of employees who feel like they have that decision-making capability. Do I want to go into the office? Do I need to?
Yeah.
Can I work
Yeah.
from home?
Yep.
I mean, there's a few
Do I want to
big
work on a
companies-
Saturday so I can have Wednesday free because I've got some things to do?
Yeah.
They get far more productivity out of those employees by empowering them.
I worked this morning, probably got as much done because there's no distractions that I could in, a whole day at an office with the amount of meetings and things that you have. It means I can now have a personal meeting tomorrow morning and I don't feel like I'm cutting myself short. So you work when you want, how you want, get as much done as you want.
Yeah.
It just makes so much sense.
And we've talked about this idea of sort of shifting creative collabs. So there's a project, you pull the 3 or 4 people in, specialists that you need for that job. You will work on that job. You will get paid when that job gets done. So everyone's incentivized to push as hard as possible.
Yep.
And then you go off and work on different combinations for other jobs.
Yeah.
This whole idea of having 50 people in a building, and they are the people that do their job every single time it comes in. And when there isn't a job or there isn't something to do, they still need to be there on that Friday afternoon because it's imperative. You've paid for that bum on a seat.
Yeah.
You want to see that bum on a seat.
Yeah. This may not be for everyone and it may not work for everyone, but I guess what we're trying to say mainly is believe in yourself, and it's okay to take a bit of a risk and do something outside of the norm, and it will generally pay off if you believe in yourself and believe in what you're doing.
And surround yourself with good people who will keep you fired up and honest. That would probably be one of the main ones that you were talking about before, just having the right group of people around.
Yeah, definitely. Being in that same headspace, or even an opposite headspace, but something that actually triggers something else, something more.
Yep. Surround yourself with better people.
Yep, definitely.
People that have more skill.
Yeah.
Generally a pretty good rule.
Nice. Well, peace out.
Later.